Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Cantor in at the center. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there trying to add talent. And sometimes it comes at the expense of team chemistry.
It can, and I think teams who are very, very aware of their potential to be into the playoffs are careful to tinker with that. If they know they're going to have an opportunity to play in the postseason, the additions that they have to make, Kevin, they have to understand that that player coming in is great for us, but how is it that that player comes in? Who does it affect in our locker room?
Or they make a trade or don't make a trade because they're worried about team chemistry and how it'll be affected.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I'll go back to an addition sometimes into a locker room with just that talent may affect the talent you already have. And if you're really cognizant of that fact, sometimes not making the deal is the best deal to make.
Now, here's Cantor. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Outside Leonard. Back to George. For the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got the first points up on the board for the Clippers.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Brown finds Hayward. Brown against George. Poked away. Stolen by George. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
George against Brown. Outside Tatum. Pass to Cantor. Clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Outside Walker. The three-pointer is right on target.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Leonard on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Brown. His last outing, he had 18 points. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And he's good on the second. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside, George. Count it. George has got 5 now.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
That free throw good from Brown. Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. And Brown drops them both. And here are the Clippers now. 3-point lead. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And it's Leonard missing. Austin's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Stolen by Zubac. Outside Williams. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Right here.
Leonard on the wing. Takes the three. And Cantor pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. To the paint. Brown kicks to Tatum. And the rejection by Zubac. Williams up on top. He's covered by Brown. Back to Williams. Here's the floater. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Pass to Leonard. Over Hayward. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Williams. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Walker. Williams with the defensive effort.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Walker the pass to Hayward. And here's Cantor. It's Brown on the wing. The pass to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. Leonard no luck. Celtics trail by 3. Now Walker. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Back to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. It's up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the three-point shot is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be draining these looks.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. Over Brown. Williams gets the bucket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Brown finds Hayward. To the middle. 11 feet away. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Passes it to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Down low. Williams. That one drops for him.
How about the focus there from Sweet Lou? Simply incredible at finding ways to convert through the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Both teams will make substitutions. throw good, Lou Williams. And Brent, with the corner three being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah.
One shot.
And that one misses. And to have someone, Brent, with the size and the strength of Green play with the energy he does, it's a huge boost to any team.
Yeah, lots of talk last year about JaMychal Green really stepping into his own, starting to really own what it is he can do to impact any given game. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's traveled around a little bit between San Antonio and Memphis, but his role with the Clippers last year really put him in a nice spot for him to show off his skill set.
Williams' shot is off. And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Off the left rim and out. Smart against Williams. Nice shot by Smart. And the Celtics lead by 1.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Here's Williams. Los Angeles with another miss. The Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now here's Williams. Lets it fly from 18. Poirier, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Pass to Shamet. And he banks in the layup.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Wanamaker. His last outing, he had 8 points. Tries it from 9. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Williams dishes to Harrell. Rodney Magruder's checked in for Lou Williams. And here is Harrell. 14 points from him the last game against Miami. And there's the bucket from Magruder.
That's about focus, and Rodney Magruder had it on that play.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Orlando. Outside Williams from outside the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Harrell.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Outside Green. Knocked away. And it's denied. One-on-one fast break.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Harrell, the pass to Magruder. And there's the pass to Mann. Just 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaylen Brown. The Clippers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First one falls for him. Well, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
And Green slams it in.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
Outside Williams. Back to Smart. Five on the clock. Dishes it to Tatum. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell.
Really been a key contributor over the past month. 16th in shooting percentage. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spur.
And he's a guy who would rather pass the ball off than take a bad shot. Completely unselfish. Unbelievable. I love the way he plays. Shamet lays it up off the glass.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That's tipped. Shoots it. And Tatum pulls it down.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
It's deflected, and he gets it back. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2, Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. JaMychal Green is out there with Paul George. Then there's Harrell, and it's Magruder in a shooting guard. Now, here's George. Marcus Smart missing that last shot, and they pick up 2. 7 points for Paul George.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
Tatum on the wing. defended by George. Goes up on the high post. The shot off that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Inside, here's Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Free throw drops for Green. He doesn't get the second one. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Wanamaker, and that one goes long.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
To the wing on the left. Harrell with it. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Clock at 4, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Clippers now. Green kicks to George. It's deflected. Outside Tatum. No good off the back of the rim.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Passes it to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams with the block. And they get it back. Celtics trail by 5. Smart kicks to Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Here's Poirier. Outside Williams. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint, Williams with the steal. Here's Wanamaker, defended by George. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Over Harrell. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Tatum.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
The 3 from George. But they recover it. Now the pass to Mann. Tries again. It's blocked. They recover it. Here's Magruder. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Celtics trail by 3. Well, the undrafted Rodney Magruder, Greg, has earned his way into the NBA.
It was 25 by the time of Magruder's rookie season. Has spent some time overseas and in the G League, but he's improved his game and has kind of carved out a spot here in the league.
There's Walker with the 3. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. George with the ball. Now defended by Hayward.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Walker. Putting up about 22 points per 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
And he knocks down the first one.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Rodney McGruder. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And stolen by Hayward. He feeds it to Walker. He can't get that one to fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Beverly after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Outside Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Morris passes to Harrell. 6 on the shot clock. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Harrell will do whatever it takes to grab some of those buckets down low.
Walker finds Tatum. A 15-footer, and again it's Boston converting.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Clippers trail by 4. Now Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Leonard.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And that one misses.
When he came into the NBA, Kawhi Leonard wasn't the most refined player, but something in Spurs management and with the work of the coaching staff, they found a superstar.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Williams, he's checked in for George. And he sinks the second. Celtics leading by 3. Smart kicks to Hayward. The kick out to Walker. Launches it. It's hauled in by Beverly.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
It's stolen by Brown. The kick out to Walker. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
The shot by Williams, no good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Smart dishes to Walker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverley. That's good from Walker.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Now here's Williams. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami. And that one's good. Leonard. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. They lead by 4. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
And it's Leonard missing.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And Hayward with the stuff.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Now here's Williams. He has 5.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Clippers trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Such a difficult cover for any defense. Lou Williams is adept at putting the defense in uneasy situations, backing them up quite a bit.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Cantor. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Walker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Credit the D for being right on Brown. Ultimately, though, he's just too crafty and too confident down near the hoop.
Passes to Zubac. Williams looking over the floor. A floater. And Hayward with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Smart leading the charge.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first free throw is good. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Williams, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Both good from the line that time.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now here's Williams. He has 7. Here's Leonard. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Brown the pass to Walker. Back to Brown. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Pull-up jumper. Offensive rebound. Here's Williams. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Smart. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Williams. Hits despite the tough D. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Outside, Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Zubac, the pass to Williams. And here is Shamet, guarded by Smart. Shot clock at 5. Fires at the elbow. And Boston with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Here's Williams after the basket by Boston. 7-foot shot. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Amazing how far the shooting form has come for Kawhi Leonard. He just maintains his form on any type of shot that he shoots.
Now here's Williams. He had 13 points in the win against Orlando.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
But they'll get another chance. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Leonard. Over Smart. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Incredible defender. Smart can provide help as well.
As we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Walker. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Walker's got 15 points.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Now here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Brown. The kick out to Walker. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Steady strides in Kawhi Leonard being more and more comfortable as the go-to scorer for this team.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Brown outside. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Cantor kicks to Hayward. Shoots over Leonard. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. 9 points in the game so far.
And that mid-range spot is so sweet for him.
And here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And good that time. Beverly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Beverly showing off a little bit of a teardrop. Didn't know he had that.
Shot's good by Walker.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Clippers trail by 5. Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Poked loose. And it's blocked. To the middle. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Brown. Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Now here's Zubac. No points in the game yet for him. Beverly against Walker. Clock at 6. Shot from the wing. Here's Morris. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That free throw good from Brown. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closer. Here's Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from Morris.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Celtics leading by 8. Pass to Poirier. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got 7 rebounds in the game. In the corner, George with it. Drops in the tray. George has got 10 points in the game.
That's a really nice stroke. Paul George set up nicely. Great release. And big-time shot there.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Clippers trail by 7. Bounce pass from Beverly. Harrell with it. 5 points in the game. Beverly finds Leonard. In the corner, Harrell with it. On the wing, George. 4 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Brown. That one, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Harrell misses off the left iron. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 7-point differential. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Brown.
And amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Celtics have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Rodney McGruder's subbed in for Leonard. Free throw good from Brown. You know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Check across the NBA, the best shooters from the stripe. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. A floater. He dishes it to Green. Over Tatum, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call, foul on Boston. For Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Green.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Feeds it to Tatum. Brown outside. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's George. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
Here's Tatum. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Tatum's got 10 points in the game. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Beverly. There's the pass to McGruder. Now here's Harrell. And it's denied. But he recovers it. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. He's got 7.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
Now here's Tatum. 10 points for him. Steps back and fires. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Celtics lead by 8.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Passes it to McGruder. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Here's Wanamaker. He's got 6. And he makes good on the layup.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Magruder. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Magruder finds an avenue and then just drives right down in there. Beautiful play.
Celtics leading by 6. Wanamaker the pass to Poirier. Back to Wanamaker. 14 feet away. Rebound by Harrell.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Harrell. Now Beverly. And that one is off. And here we go. The shot by Hayward, wide open from outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 6. George up top, defended by Hayward. And it's George missing. Boston's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Wanamaker, defended by Beverly. Round the pass to Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
An explosive player who has no problem finishing above the rim. Tatum does damage inside.
And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Williams is checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And here are the Clippers now. They trail by 6. Shamet with it. He's against Williams. And it's Shamet missing. Shamet with the steal over Smart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Smart.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Enes Kanter's checked in for Brown. Good on both. Celtics leading by 4. Smart kicks to Kanter. Outside Tatum. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Harrell. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Kemba Walker is checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Williams. 9 points in the game so far. The pass to Shamet. Harrell against Williams. Harrell the pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And now we bring you the rookie leaderboard, featuring the NBA first-year players who have been dominant on the glass for the past 10 games and counting. Well, you look at Williams. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
He's been playing some very determined basketball here lately. It's showing in those rebounding numbers.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Shamet. Off target from three-point range.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Now, here's Cantor. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
This is a guy who plays with a high motor and who enjoys contact. Cantor feasting inside.
Here's Shamet. 6-point game. And here is Harrell. He's got 7. Here's Williams. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Boston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Clippers trail by 6. Pushing it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Putting up about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And he makes the first. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And, Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And both free throws good for Williams. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Walker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Williams. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Celtics with the lead.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
From deep, Walker. Good on the three-point shot. Walker's got 9 points in the quarter. And we've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Harrell is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at small forward. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Williams against Walker. And the rejection by Harrell. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Williams in the post, guarded by Smart. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Lou Williams.
I like to see Lou Williams hustle like this, looking determined to get past everybody and be ahead of the pack.
High arcing shot, and that one good. And now 24 points for Kemba Walker. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. Shamet kicks to Williams. He's off on that one, and it's Boston the other way. Smart deciding where to go with it. Six on the shot clock. Fires from the line. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Shamet hits the three-point bomb.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Walker against Williams. Outside Tatum. And the rejection by Harrell. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Celtics now. Williams dishes to Walker. Smart on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. Smart misses.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Walker. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Here's Williams. Buries it down low. And the Celtics lead by 4. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Williams passes to Harrell. Leonard against Tatum. Floats one. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Delicate with the floater there up over the top. It's like Lou Williams has shot that one before, Kevin.
Pass to Tatum. Williams against Walker. Williams with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. And finished off by Williams.
Pretty good at coming up with steals. Last year, Lou Williams averaged 1.1 a game. That's a pretty good strength when you got that kind of speed.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Boston making some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. And it's Brown in for Smart. And then for Los Angeles, Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Okay, David, thanks.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's George, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That straight line drive there from Paul George, you love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
And George drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Round kicks to Cantor. Walker against Beverly. Pass to Hayward. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Boston. Kemba Walker. He'll be at the line shooting 2.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so Walker nails both of them. Clippers trail by 3. Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard draws the double. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. Here's Hayward. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
Free throw drops for Hayward.
And what you love about Hayward, the all-around ability. Scores, facilitates rebounds, and does so with consistency.
He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 5. Beverly with the ball. Kicks it to Leonard. Over Hayward. And that one's good. Leonard's got 19 points.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Morris against Tatum. Over Morris. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Leonard dishes to George. Leonard inside. Defended by Hayward. Leonard no luck. Boston leading by 3. Hayward finds Walker. Tatum with it. Brown outside. They'll double him with Harrell. 4 on the clock. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
George. Second shot opportunity. Great D that time from Tatum. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Walker against Beverly. Pass to Canner. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. And the Clippers call time here. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just torching them. Right.
Clippers trail by 5. George looking over the floor. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum passes to Canner. Outside, Walker. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. To the inside.
And you won't see a lot of blocks out of Cantor, but there he uses his bulk and length to affect the shooter's rhythm.
Tatum's shot is off.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. And it's in there. George has got 20 points.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Now here's Tatum. Passes it to Hayward. Celtics passing it around. Fires the 3. No good there. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Left side, George. Pass to Zubac. The shake. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Celtics leading by 3. Outside, Walker. Ball's knocked loose. Cantor dishes to Walker. The Celtics need to get a shot off. 3-pointer. Hayward. They get it back. He can't get that one. Clippers trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count the basket.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Clippers on defense. It's a 1-point game. Here's Cantor. Back to Walker. takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Walker's got 30.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Leonard. Left side, George to tie it up. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Walker against Beverly. Walker the pass to Cannon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Beverly. .133 left in the 4th. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Brown is a guy who is constantly seeking contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him.
Jaylen Brown will be at the line shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now, here's George. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Walker against Beverly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 2. There's 57 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Puts it up off the inbound. It falls. A huge shot to tie it up.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Williams against Walker. In the corner, it's Hayward. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
They grab their own miss, and count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot. Last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 3. 29 seconds left in the game. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. Walker against Williams. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Looking to get back on track here. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Walker's shot is off. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Misses there. And so